Yo, so we're recording right now. I hope everything sounds good today. Yeah? So what are we doing? We're gonna do Kefke's quest all over again. We did it last episode for the Postman's Hat and, shit, I forgot to look up Keaton's questions. Oh well, I'm sure they're very easy. Let's do them. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Dawn of the first day. The apocalypse is imminent, guys. Right, so what we need to do with the Keaton mass is go to the Keaton grass and slice it up. Alright, let's try. Oh, we got a rupee, we got a few rupees here. Hey, Keaton. Yes, we Keatons recognize our own by the sheen of our tails. Of course they do. Yes, this is a kitsune. Well, I guess there's 5 then. He's 35. We know that from... There we go, we got them all. Oh, I got them all. I got them all on the first try, and I got lucky because I didn't know some of them. That means I got extremely lucky, man. And that's perfectly fine. Right, what we should do first is go get the rupees. Yeah, I need that money, I really do, to pay my taxes and to get more pulls on my gacha games, dude. Yeah, I'm playing WWE Champions, man. Yeah, I don't recommend it. It's a bad mutual clone. Yeah, real men play games like Real Men Play Azure Lane or Fire Emblem Heroes. I'm joking about the WWE Champions thing. I don't actually do that. I don't play any gacha games. I feel like they're a scam. Which they are a scam. I want one too. This is the correct code, right? See, I'm pretty sure that the code is... Nope. Yep, time to stop guessing and actually get it right this time. Oh yeah, I accidentally pressed A too quickly. Probably wondering why I'm trying to get by this dude. Well, it's simple. I'm trying to get the rupee. Yes, I am a member. I knew the password all along, dude. I was just pretending not to know for no reason. I thought it would be great entertainment value. Yeah. Yeah, it's part of my, strategy. It's, called DSPing it up. But we just play the game just like DSP would. Yeah, and, pretend to be bad at video games so that we can be good at video games. Except I'm actually terrible at video games. Like that light puzzle with the different paths and Yiz Memories of Zelda. Which is not Yiz 8, by the way. I'm not really sure which Yiz it is, to be honest. I no longer need this bomb. Although the blast mass is quite a blast to play with. You'll probably want to avoid blowing yourself up. But there's a trick to it, you know. Let me show you. To avoid taking damage from the blast mass, you just hold down your shield, and then press B, and you won't take any damage. That's a neat trick, huh? I always thought so anyway. Anyway, what we're doing is we're doing the Kafka quest again. And the reason we're doing that again is very simple. We're trying to get the bottle with the Chateau Romani in it. The reason we're doing that, of course, is to get another bottle. We haven't done any of the temples yet. I kind of will do Woodfall soon. I will do Woodfall soon now. Very soon, to be honest. I just have to clean up a little bit of the side quests. Yes, oops, I don't have 900. I don't think you can deposit 900. Biggest vault in this game only holds 500 rupees. I can only get it at the Ocean Spider House, you know. Hey, this postman's going awfully quick. Hey, Mr. Postman. Yeah, we already got a heart piece from you doing your stuff. He's checking. What a faithful postal worker. That's the kind of dude who will never go postal. Unless you're playing as Link with the postal costume. That's a pretty good costume for Link, by the way. It's in Hyrule Warriors. That reminds me, I should play Hyrule Warriors sometime. Hyrule Warriors is a pretty fun game. It's a lot like Fire Emblem Warriors. Not to be confused with Fire Emblem Heroes, they're completely different. Fire Emblem Warriors is like Dynasty Warriors. I'm pretty sure it's also produced by Koei Tecmo, who you may know is producing Dynasty Warriors. Yeah. Right now, what we're doing is waiting for an event to happen. It takes place at around 2 o'clock, right? I'm fine. I'm a brave adventurer. I don't need no help. And what we're gonna do is get some more rupees. We can deposit them in the bank. We could fight the bird, but it's much easier to do that once you get the bow. And the sword upgrade. Although I used to legit fight the bird all the time. When I was first playing. I played this back when I was little, so I could get the 5,000 rupees as soon as possible. It's kind of difficult though. Especially with the chance of it stealing your items. But you'll have to immediately reset the day to get them back. Or you can buy them in the Curiosity Shop. It's easier just to reset the day. We can beat this thing. A few more jump attacks. It's like 12 normal hits. And so therefore it takes 6 jump attacks. Okay, we can beat it pretty easily. These guys are a bit easier to deal with than the bird, to be honest. Especially at this point in the game. And we don't have the bow yet. Is that the Nocturne of Shadows on the wall? Yeah, that indeed is. Remember to be quick on your defense. They can block the tail swing. And don't be too close to him, otherwise he'll hit you. Right, get away, because he's going to blow up. I'm pretty good at fighting the Dongos in this game. Most of the time. And that is indeed the Nocturne of Shadows. That's a song from Ocarina of Time, if you don't know. That lets you warp to the graveyard to get to the Shadow Temple. But to get inside the Shadow Temple, you need Din's Fire. Also, that song. Good dude. I don't think I can bother with Keaton again. It was only luck I answered the questions anyway. I didn't even know what else all the tower got. I just guesstimated, man. Now, no matter. Let's deposit our 100 rupees. $103. Ooh. Just 300 away from... Just 300 away from our tip skull. Of course, there's a troll in chat who's being toxic. We don't address toxicity in our chat. I'm just kidding, there's no chat. I'm not on Twitch or anything yet. I might get on there one day, though. After all, the new computer seems like it would let me do that. And also do 60 frames. This game doesn't need 60, though. It's an N64 game. This is the N64 version of it anyway. Yeah, there's two different versions of this game. This is the N64 version, and there's also, of course, the 3DS version. 3DS version does have a lot of changes to it. Damn. Let's do a jump attack. Almost defeating this thing. Come on, get him. Like, we have to get back. Because the explosion does damage you. Basically the same thing as a bomb. And I don't think this is a song. Oh cool, more rupees. I'll take a bunch of those. I'll take that 20. 20 rupees is pretty nice. Oh, watch out for the fire breath. Watch out for the tail swing. Remember to always use your shield in this game. I mean, in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, your shield is pretty OP and it can block most anything. Most anything. There's very few attacks that can get through it. That's only if you're not careful. Like I was right there. Damn, these Dodongos do a lot of damage. That's why it's a bad idea to fight them early on. You have to fight two of them to get a heart piece, man. Kind of a bad idea to do it unless you're really good at the game. I'm sadly not very good at the game. I didn't get close to dying or anything, but I'm just not really good at this game. Not quite as good at it as Ocarina of Time, man. So I played Ocarina of Time front and back, front and back, front and back over 9,000 times, though. So I pretty much know what I'm doing in that game. Almost time for the letter event to happen. It takes place at 2 o'clock. I think. We might as well deposit our money. We're getting close to 2,000. I mean, might as well get some money while we're here. Oops, almost there. And we're almost 2/5 of the way there. I like that. Of course, it's easy to get to 200 on the first 200 very easily. Gotta do is do the code, get that chest, and then hop over there with the bunny hood, get that chest. Nice and simple, right? Of course, if we could get into the knife chamber, we'd be able to get another 100. And if we had a hook shot, we'd be able to get another 100. So there's basically like 400 easy rupees that are in this town. which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, we already got the heart piece using the postman's hat. Want to see what it does now? Nothing too spectacular. You just get a green rupee. That's nothing much really. This mask is a little dangerous. You know, I want Link to become a great fairy one day. Link did one time get imprisoned by a great fairy inside of a bottle. Yes. It was revenge for all the fairy brethren that Link ate. And I don't know why, but people think Link is eating the fairies when he puts them in a bottle and uses them. It's likely that they're just casting a healing spell, man. Is the most logical course of action. Doesn't appear to be eating them when he doesn't appear to be eating them, dude. I don't know why people think that. People have thought that for a long time, you see. People have thought that for over 10 plus years. People thought that back when I was in school, man. Not really sure why. And once I'm done with this event, I'm gonna go do is grind more rupees, man. I would fight the bird, but the bird's actually hard. I could fight the bird, but I don't want to get my items stolen. I have to restart this whole thing. Now we should probably wait a minute. Yeah, you can only start the quest after the postman delivers the letter. Because the letter gets her thinking about him, you see. If you do it before, you won't be able to do it. So you gotta wait for that, man. It's nothing too bad, though. Yeah, it seems like the postman also knows Kafka. Yes, his name is Kafka now. It's not Keffi. It's Kafka. Yes, we're actually looking for Kafka. Another chaos-loving clown. Now, the Emperor in Baton Kaitos was a chaos-loving clown. There's chaos-loving... Demento is a chaos-loving clown. Jeeble is a chaos-loving clown. Joker is a chaos-loving clown. And I mean Clona from Joker. And I mean Joker from Clona, of course. Not from Persona. Or Batman. Although the one from Batman is also a chaos-loving clown. But I don't think the Joker's in a good video game. I mean, when a Batman video game's been good? Wait, the Arkham titles, yeah. I haven't actually played the Arkham titles, though. When I think of Batman games, I think of the Batman Return of the Joker. Which is also an N64 game, which is not very good at all. It's made by Titus, after all. That should tell you all you need to know. And Titus is definitely the most reputable of all the companies making games for N64. Too bad they're no longer around, huh? They also made a RoboCop game for the Xbox. Now, the original Xbox, I mean. Ooh, that song looks familiar. I'm pretty sure that's a Sun song. Damn it, that's not the Sun song. Okay, what song is that? I could have sworn it's familiar. Alright, get away because he's gonna blow up. Yeah, he activates his self-destruct when he dies. That's what the dongos do. I swear I've heard that song. I know it's in... Wait, that's the light song. A prelude of light, yeah? I believe that's a prelude of light anyway. Cool. I like that they gave little nods to Ocarina of Time in this. It's part of the fun of this game, man. Right, I should head over to the bank and deposit yet another 100 rupees. We're getting closer to our tips goal, man. But remember, tips help more than anything, guys, and I need that money, I really do. To pay my gacha, pay for more gacha, man. Yes, I like to deposit more money into the bank. If only DSP was more responsible with money. But nah, he spends it on expensive stuff for himself. And all goes to waste. Now, if I were making his kind of money, I'd probably buy Haunting Ground. Though I probably wouldn't be very good at Haunting Ground. Since I'm not very good at horror games in general. I did okay at Resident Evil 4 once I got used to it, but I haven't played that in a while either. And I barely remember it. Most of what I remember about it was the Las Plagas, which were parasites that turn people into zombies. Well, different type of zombie than the T virus, of course, because they're controlled by parasites. And the enemy in that game is the Illuminati. I know they're called the Los Illuminados, but they're the Illuminati. They're a secret society that wants to take over the world. I wonder where the Lost Plagos even came from. Yeah, it's like they dug them... I think they dug them out of the earth. Which reminds me of the plot to Geist. Yeah, in Geist, it takes place in Siberia, where there's said to be... where someone's said to have dug to hell. Yeah, I'm not joking, by the way. That actually is a legend in Siberia. As silly as it seems. Of course, these dongos and their fire is pretty hellish. Of course, it turns out the true hellfire is within us all. Because we're all going to hell. We're not going there, Miss. Alright, let's bait him out. We can get behind him. There we go. Got 4 rupees. 100 more. Oh, a new song. This song is definitely not familiar. Might as well take that extra 20, though. Use that extra 20 to put it towards the bank. We're getting close to our tips goal of 2,000 rupees, man. I like... It's not that I need that. Tips are not mandatory, dude, but I need that money. I'm just joking, by the way. You don't have to do that. In fact, don't do that. Whenever people beg for money on the internet, don't give them money, man. Yeah, that's called e-begging, and we don't do that around here. I just bring it up ironically to make fun of DSP, man. Who incidentally was pretty bad at this game. Although not as bad as Aaron Henson, surprisingly. Yeah, Aaron Henson rage quit this. Aaron Henson's the type of player that never uses a shield in Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. Ever. Which is really stupid, because the shield in this game is stupidly OP. It can block just about every attack in the game. Well, most of them anyway. You might have trouble with Iron Knuckles or something. It can block most of the attacks of the trash mobs, though. Whereas the Iron Knuckles are like a mini-boss. But we got 2,000 rupees in. That puts us 2/5 of the way to the $5,000 rupee tip goal. Yeah. Right, why don't we just... Why don't we just zoom ahead? Yeah, we need to talk to Andrew at night anyway. This will give me an opportunity to grind for even more rupees. The reason we're grinding rupees is for another heart piece. I mean, of course it is, man. Here you can get a quiver upgrade and a heart piece. Here you can get a heart piece from a 3-day event. Here you can get a heart piece if you're Goron Link. Here's a milk bar where you can get the Gorman mask that we can't get yet because we don't have the Romani mask. So there's plenty of stuff to do left in Blacktown. Just none of it that we can do right now, yeah? I'm just doing this side quest for the bottle. I realized we did it last episode, but we gotta do it all over again. I wish we didn't have to, but no. That ain't how it works, Chief. Just cut the grass for a little bit of extra rupees. Right, the Dodongos aren't out. But yeah, the Dodongos aren't out at night. It's the Enos that are down there, man. I nearly forgot about that. Rats. Oh, I guess we can't grind rupees then. Oh well, let's go deposit our 11 rupees, even though that'll get us scolded by the dude. Yes, I like to deposit a whopping 11 rupees. Well, every little bit helps. Yeah, 11 rupees is not a lot, dude. You're being sarcastic, dude. And I'm the only one who can do sarcastic quips on this show. Yeah, Pink Dude does not like when you're a cheapskate, man. Right, we should probably get inside the end. Let's go inside. Let's make time go faster. And then we gotta be at Kafka's place at 2 o'clock and get to him. Now she's gonna kick us out around 8:30. That's okay, we'll just get our Deku mask. And here is an event that I've already done. Basically, you give a paper when it's 12 o'clock at midnight on the first or second day. You give a piece of paper. You can give either a title deed or a letter from Kafka, or a letter. I wouldn't recommend giving the letter, though. Title deed, though, that's much better. And easier to do. You can just do that in the first day. You can just do that the first time you're around. It's really easy. And quite fun. So now we just play the waiting game. Everybody's favorite in this game. Luckily, we're getting a lot of the waiting out of the way. Of course, we're gonna have to do Kafka's quest the third time to get the couple's mask. The couple's mask, it doesn't really do much. Well, it does get you a heart piece from the mayor's house over here, which is during the day, because you're gonna stop an argument using it. And then, the couple's mask is also required for a Fierce Deity mask, you know. And I wish I didn't have to give up the bunny hood. Oh well, becoming Fierce Deity Link makes you basically an invincible god against Majora anyway. But for some reason, the Fierce Deity mask is also said to have dark power as terrible as Majora. So could it be that the Fierce Deity mask is actually the Threeville? I mean, where did Majora's Mask even come from? I know in the manga they said it was carved from a magical beast or whatever by a dude who killed it by making it dance for 3 days and 3 nights. Some speculated it has something to do with the fuse that's similar to the fuse Chateau, which it could be. Of course, I kind of theorize it has something to do with Giriam's tribe. It could have been used by them. No, it could have been used by the people who eventually became the Twilight as well. Not really sure what is canon or not. All it says in this game is that it was used by an ancient tribe in the hexing ritual, and the Happy Mask Salesman wanted it. Yeah, no doubt to carry out some sort of evil plan involving Ben Drowned. Yeah, I know that because the Happy Mask Salesman shows up in Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion as a villain, where he doesn't have any hair, and also became a puppet. Yeah, a killer puppet, to be honest. Who takes out your eyes and makes you into a puppet. Yeah, he also is living in the Shadow Temple for some reason. So good. And we saw that the Happy Mask Salesman has a pretty scary, angry face. Could have very well strangled Ben. And drowned him. Could very well drown Ben. Of course, that's just a complete nonsense story. I don't actually believe in Ben Drowned. Although this is the game where you encounter Ben Drowned. Of course, how you get that is with the Elegy of Emptiness, which is not until the fourth area. The Stone Tower, which is in a kind of canyon. And you have to get it by defeating some skeletons. And to be fair, the skeletons are pretty spooky and they're pretty dangerous. If you don't have a defense upgrade, they're gonna kick your butt. But they're very weak to light. Man. All you gotta do is stun them and burn them with the light. Can't believe Aaron Hansen had so much trouble with them, man. Here's my letter. Go to a post box. You have to do this to do the quest. Sure, I can do it. Yeah, don't say no. I'm kind of afraid to say no, man. Because what if that stops the side quest? Oh yeah, in here, there's actually another side quest you can do. But we don't have the all-night mass for that. And to get the all-night mass, we have to stop the robbery and have the Giant's wallet with 500 rupees. Otherwise, we can't do it. Yeah, you have to stop the robbery to be able to do that one. Right, we got the letter, so we should probably put it in the mailbox. Let's go put it in the mailbox. Here's a mailbox, let's put it in. Deposit some mail. Thank you for the mail. Put that deposited. And I like our collection of mass so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 hidden mass, and here's the 4 transformation mass. Of course, the special 4th one, which is located down here, was where the Fierce Deity's mask goes. And you're required to get all the mass, man, to be able to get that one. Otherwise, you can't do it. Let's go to the dawn of the second day. And Kefke should And we'll be able to get in the cafe at 2 o'clock in the morning. Damn, I got crate sucked. Damn, Link almost got crate sucked, man. You don't want to get crate sucked, man. That could have been a soft lock, man. And if that was a soft lock, that would have been hilarious, dude. Really silly of me, but really hilarious. Oh well, let's go to Puzzler 5 rupees then. Yeah, we're not a big spender, we just don't have any money. Besides, you have to put the money away in the bank in order to keep it. Yeah, for some reason the bank is time-proof. Not sure what sort of magical power the bank has that it doesn't empty out whenever you reset time, but apparently it's like some sort of weird magic bank, I guess. Maybe it's made by the goddess of time. Whoever that is. Could be anyone. You know, there's a whole bunch of weird deities in this game. I mean, there's the horse deity that watches over the horses. And then there's the weird statue that is said to be a Threeville deity who trades life, who can use money to trade life and stamina. He kind of does it to you by force in the first time. But then... yeah, but he won't let you go below a certain threshold. And for some reason, the Deku Tree recommends you go there. You're like, what? The Deku Tree recommends you go there? Yeah, I'm not joking, by the way. Deku Tree really says to go there. And the Deku Tree is a wise ancient old tree. Not really sure what it was thinking by doing that. Maybe the Deku Tree knows something about it that we don't know. That's entirely possible too. And I really wish this was like the 3DS version and you could pick whatever hour you wanted to get to. Makes doing these side quests a lot easier. And can you believe we're gonna have to do this a third time to get the couple's mask? Man. So anyway, this is now a just chatting stream. We're just chatting and waiting. So, you guys like video games, right? Please tell me in the comments below what your favorite video game is. Some of my favorites so far have been Odin Sphere, Final Fantasy VI, which was known as Final Fantasy III when it came out, for the first time. And then it came out in the GBA. Then it became Final Fantasy VI. Yeah, it's a localization issue. I also like Dragon Quest XI, Dragon Quest VIII. Those are both good games. But Ys Lacrimosa of Dana, that was really good. Kami is also really good too. I also really like Ocarina of Time, as you know. Actually, I played that not too long ago. This year, in fact. Probably somewhere in February or something. Yeah. I also really like Link's Awakening. I've already played that one too. I could probably play that one again. That sounds like fun. I played both the Game Boy Color version and the Switch version. The Switch version has a lot of changes, to be honest. It has extra seashells that are hidden all over the place, meaning you can't get your sword as early as you could in the GBA and in the Game Boy Color and Game Boy version. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering why Game Boy version and Game Boy Color version aren't. They're actually different as well. Game Boy Color version added a color dungeon and color tunics that can help you get defense or offense. It's also in the Switch version, by the way. Of course, there's also extra heart pieces in the Switch version. Nice, I like that. I mean, there are only so many hearts in the first version, in the Game Boy and Game Boy Color versions. They didn't have the traditional 20 heart set, you know. I kind of wish Zelda would return to going back to being like Ocarina of Time, to be honest. I kind of missed that kind of version, but it's kind of gone away from that, to be honest. But who knows, maybe one day some crazy game developer will, inspired by Ocarina of Time, will make their own Ocarina of Time-like game. Which sounds like a lot of fun. That's not to say Breath of the Wild is a bad game, it's just that I'm actually more used to Ocarina of Time style games. So I do like gathering resources. I learned to appreciate grinding resources when playing Bloodstained. I used to be not really into it, you know. Oh yeah, I should play Tales of Berseria sometime. Now, Tales of Berseria, though, that's a good game. Oh, pretty good. Definitely better than Tales of Zestiria, to be honest. Yeah, Tales of Zestiria sucks. I also really like, I also really enjoyed the Etrian Odyssey games. Millennium Girl and Told Pepper Night are pretty good games. I should play them again, but I don't... Wish I could record them, but I don't have the capture card to do that, man. I'd rather not brick my system by trying to hack it. Oh yeah, did you hear that, the original Chateau game from the Game Boy Color is getting a re-release on limited run? Yeah, that sounds like something I'd be about. It's also releasing digitally on the Switch. Oh! Alright, speaking of the Switch, Curse of the Moon 2 is out. Oh, I can't wait to play that game. It's probably gonna kick my butt, though. But it has mech riding Corgi in it. And I hope that means Bloodstained Ritual of Night 2 is coming out soon. It might take another 5 to 6 years for it to come out now. Which is perfectly fine. I guess I'll just play it as a skeleton then when I die. Right. The event is taking place. Let's wait for Kafka to come out. Let's go. Alright, we need to head inside ASAP. Let's slow time down. We're just turning back the clock. We're just turning down the clock. We're just making the clock run slower and faster to our whims. And Link gained the power over time due to the Ocarina of Time. There's apparently some sort of goddess of time that's giving him all this power to do that. Maybe to save this world? Question mark? Although according to the Zelda Wiki, that this world is actually made up of the memories and delusions of the Skull Kid, and the evil of Majora's Mask, of course. So is this world even real? Maybe Link's actually dead and in a coma. Yeah, it turns out when Link fell from the horse, he actually died. But that's just a theory, a game theory. I'm just kidding, of course. I don't actually believe that. It's just a joke. It's just a prank, bro. Hmm. Oh, Cafe. Oh, there he is. It takes a little bit to get in here. Yo, Cafe. Let's wear our Cafe mask. He's bugged, dude. I'm just kidding. Yes, I'll keep a secret. I already know you're Cafe. How do I keep calling him Cafe? He's Cafe. Yes, he's Cafe. Yes, his name is actually Kefka. He's actually a chaos-loving clown. This is Kefka when he was young, man. Or, I mean... You see, what happened with Kefka is that he was cursed to become a child and had to relive his life all over again in order into becoming an adult. This was after and he went insane after Andrew died because of the evil empire that was using their technology to try and awaken Exodia. I'm just kidding. I'm getting all the lore mixed up, aren't I? But it's good to be creative, you know? I like being creative. Oh, hey, little fairy. Hey there. But we don't need a great fairy now. We don't need great fairies. Well, I hear Yiz has some... I hear that Yiz Ark of Nefusium has some cute fairies in it. Especially the one that's enslaved by Konami. I guess Konami wants to keep their fairy slave for whatever reason. I guess Konami wants to keep the fairy that they helped design and use for whatever reason. I don't know, because they're Konami. Yeah, Konami's dead to me, though. Maybe I should play Death Stranding. I don't think I pretty much like that, to be honest. I could try it, though. I've never played something like Death Stranding. I wonder what it'd be like, to be honest. I'd probably be really bad at it, since I'm not used to that type of game. Yeah, I definitely like to support Kojima. Of course, I was more of a Castlevania fan than a Metal Gear Solid fan, to be honest. That's not to say Metal Gear is bad. It's just that I've never played a Metal Gear game. And I never actually beat... And Symphony of Night was my first experience with Castlevania. So I didn't really beat it until I got older, man. When I could actually get it. Yeah, I was more about Nintendo consoles when I was younger. And was kind of big into the console wars during the GameCube PS2 era. I was so stupid I thought Sly Cooper looked stupid for whatever reason. I hate myself now. I'm sorry, guys. That's terrible, isn't it? Right, so there's nothing else left to do on this day. Right, we should probably just continue with the events. We have to get to the night of the third day, man. We've delivered it exactly as promised. We're dependent. You see, her mother convinces her to leave if you don't bring the pendant to her. They'll be going to the ranch, of course. Of course, you won't see them at the ranch. Presumably, they didn't make it there. I'll grab these rupees. Rupees will go a little way towards the tip skull. Yeah, 65 rupees is plenty. Not as much as 200, though. You can get 200 by beating up the bird, you know. Not that you'll need to do that. Although it's pretty nice if you beat up the bird. Let's deposit our money. Yes, it's much nicer. Yes, I like to deposit 65 rupees. There you go. Ooh. Remember to deposit as many rupees as possible in the bank. You'll get a heart piece later if you do it, man. I'm not kidding, by the way. You actually have to do it to get it, man. Right, we should probably just head over to the third night. Saxon arrives on the second night, and Cafe will leave. But we won't be able to get the letter until the third night. All we gotta do is deliver it right to Cafe's mother. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And we can just enter the dawn of the final day. The apocalypse is imminent, guys. Don't worry, we can do it before the apocalypse happens. The only time you'll be really in trouble from the apocalypse is, of course, when doing the couples mass side quest, because Cafe really likes to cut it close at the end. Alright, let's deliver the letter. Yeah, it's not locked this time. This guy should have the letter. Yeah, Sakin, that guy's at the back. That guy was in Ocarina of Time running around with a suspicious-looking sack on a sack. Could have very well been a thief in that game, too. Of course, this game takes place in a parallel dimension different from Hyrule. That is apparently made up of the Skull Kid's memories and delusions. So it's not Hyrule. Even though there's plenty of people from Ocarina of Time in this. I mean, for some reason, Twin Rova is actually a good guy in this. Yeah, Kamon and Kotyke are not actually bad guys in this. I'll just deposit my last 5 rupees. Every little bit helps towards the tip skull, man. The reason I want to get 5,000 rupees is very simple. I want the heart piece. I need that heart piece, I really do, to extend my health, man. This game probably has the most heart pieces out of any Zelda game. Although maybe that could go to Twilight Princess. I mean, that one requires you to have 5 heart pieces in order to get an extension of health rather than 4. It's because of time constraints, you see. They actually intended for Twilight Princess to be much longer than it ended up becoming. Alright, we have to talk to her with the cafe mask on. Hello there. Why did you think I was a detective in the first place? Guess it's from Cafe. And she gives us a bottle of Chateau Romani. And what this bottle does is it gives you infinite magic, man. Which is really good. Fortunately, we're gonna have to reset the day and lose it. Because we unfortunately don't need it right now. But once you get the Romani mask, you can get Chateau Romani anytime you want. It costs 200 rupees. It gives you infinite magic unless you reset time, in which case it's like you never drank it, man. which is understandable. Oops, I accidentally played the wrong song again. I'm kind of a scrub, guys. I'm casual. Now, I don't want to return time slow to normal. It's rewind time. Ah, that's hot. It's rewind time, man. Rewind time. We're gonna rewind time. It's rewind time. Yeah, like the YouTube rewind, man. Everybody loved the YouTube rewind, man. I'm just kidding. Of course, nobody actually liked that. I mean, 2019 was just a boring one, but 2018, damn. Dawn of the first day. And we restart the whole process all over and over and over again. The good news is that we're actually done with all the side quests that we can do at the moment. Aren't you excited about that, guys? And you know what that means. We can do Woodfall. Of course, we're going to do Woodfall next time. Not today. But tomorrow, maybe. Possibly. I might play more Bat and Kaitos, though. Or Okami. Or whatever I feel like. Anyway, I'll see you later. I hope you guys have plenty of fun. And that this was as fun for me as it was for you. Goodbye.